So are you even surprised anymore at this point? I know I'm not. Geez, guys, I've known this for a while. Americans are in crippling debt, and you'll see in this video, it is getting worse. And honestly, I don't see it getting better anytime soon. Let's get into it.
Why are we in credit card debt?
When I took this job, we had just taken a vacation to California for like a month long.
What, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Month-long vacation. That's a long vacation.
Yeah, we spent like $20,000.
On a vacation?
Yeah, I know. It was.
You guys are acting like you're like multi-millionaires. $20,000 a vacation. I couldn't even imagine $20,000 on a vacation. Could hardly imagine $2,000 on a vacation.
And so,
what are you doing? How do you spend $20,000 on a vacation? What do you do? $20,000.
It's whenever you take your family with you. And
what family? Everyone? Everyone in the world? The whole extended?
We took my brother-in-law, so his brother, and then we took my.
What, is he not a big boy? He can't pay for himself?
He wasn't working at the time.
Yeah, he was.
Maybe he doesn't get to go on a vacation then.
Probably would have been a smart decision. And then.
Are you saying all the credit card debt I have is because you went on a stupid vacation?
No.
Okay, then what happened? Why do we have debt?
So when we got back, I accepted this job and I got nervous that what my income was going to look like. Because at first I was supposed to take a pay cut hourly, but I actually never did. But I used to be able to increase my income by working extra shifts. I could pick up a shift and make.
There shouldn't be an issue. Your income is good.
Yeah.
I am asking, guys. I will try to get back to this. It's not about how. We can't make $200,000 here. That's why we're in debt. Why do we have credit card debt? Living in Fort Worth, Texas, earning over 6 figures as a household, over the median household income in Fort Worth, Texas.
So
why? What am I looking at here?
Unfreaking believable, man. $20,000 on a vacation when you're already in debt, and you're bringing along your brother-in-law who's clearly broke, who clearly shouldn't be going on vacation. You bring him along and you pay for him too. I mean, guys, do you see what I'm talking about here? Americans, people in general, not just Americans, but they don't have sense with money. What sense do you have being in big debt already, then going on a vacation for a month, spending $20,000 in a freaking month? I couldn't spend that much if I tried. I mean, okay, maybe if I tried, I could blow $20,000. I guess everybody can, but man, I would really have to try. So they're blowing money, bringing the brother-in-law along. What a bad decision, guys. Don't make stupid choices like this, please.
I have student loans that total just over $1 million.
You're kidding me.
And no, sir.
What were you thinking?
Well, I wasn't thinking clearly. So I've sat down and calculated my interest rates, and my interest is about $5,800 a month. So my fiance and we're trying to decide what's the best way to try to attack this.
When are you getting married?
April.
Okay. And what will you be making as an orthodontist?
About $250.
Okay. And what does she do, and what will she be making?
We actually just opened up an office, and she works in the office, so she's not taking any income out of the office.
Man, talk about a scenario, a situation that I would not want to be in. $1 million in student loan debt is ridiculous. When he said $5,800 a month in just interest, I almost lost my mind, guys. $5,800 a month in just interest. That's more than many people in the United States make per month. And he's paying that per month in interest. And to be honest, $250,000 of income, that's a very good income, no doubt about it. But it's not good enough for $1 million in loans. It's not. I mean, look, if you're making $250,000 a year, that's what, $20,000 a month. If you're paying $5,800 a month in just interest, not to mention your other bills, your house, your food, your living, your this, your that, your car, I mean, I don't think, it's not going to last, or it's not going to be enough. $250,000 a year, $5,800 a month is just the interest. What's the principal payment? I mean, oh my goodness, guys, This is nuts. Very extreme. And yeah, the moral of the story is here, guys, don't get into $1 million of debt unless you're going to be making, at least $500,000 a year, $750 a year, $1 million a year. More than that, the more the better in that situation, obviously, right, guys? But man, $1 million in student loan debt, that guy and his wife, they're in crippling debt.
Private student loans are no joke, and Notre Dame was not cheap. I was looking back at my New Year's resolutions from 2023, and I met like a quarter of them, probably because I had too many. So this year, I'm really focusing on one thing. I've been following Brittany Reynolds paying off her credit card debt, and it's inspired me to put all of my effort into paying off my student loans. For context, I have about $60,000 in loans, and that's after a year of paying them off with extra every month. And they're private, so the interest rate is like 9%. It's insane. I've done the math, and I would need to make a lot of money. I think I have to make like an additional $80,000 or $90,000 on top of my living expenses to account for like the interest. Like $720 student loan payment every single month. Like, I can't do that for the next 14 years. Like, it's so bad. I don't know. I have faith that I can do it. It's gonna be fucking hard, of course, but something in me says that I can be student loan debt free by the end of 2025. And I'm gonna post about my journey on here because I find Brittany's account fascinating.
So yeah, I'm not too sure who this Brittany person is, but this guy right here, he's got some bold goals. Well, really one goal, paying off $60,000 by the end of 2025. I don't know his income, I don't know his situation, but that'd be a crazy goal to accomplish. I hope he goes for it. But yeah, it's crippling for a lot of people. $700 a month for 14 years on a private student loan. Guys, that's a lot of money for a long time. Imagine, investing $700 a month for 14 years. Do you know how much money that would be, guys, compounded annually for 14 years? Yeah, it would be a lot. So get rid of your student loan debt. Get rid of your high interest debt. Maybe he can't do it in a year. Maybe that's too fast. But if he can do it in 2 years or 3 years, more realistically, even that obviously is a lot better than 14 years. So guys, you got to pay off your high interest debt, student loans, the whole 9 yards. Get rid of it.
I have $63,000 of debt, and I still travel, eat at restaurants, donate to causes I care about, visit coffee shops, spoil my cats. I made a debt payoff plan and budget exactly how much I need to reach my debt payoff goals each month, and not a penny more. Financial goals should be shaped around your life, not become your life. Restriction can work short term, but it's not a sustainable or healthy way to live. For me, this means living within my means, budgeting in my financial goals, and not feeling guilty for spending what's left over.
Okay, so clearly she's taking the balance approach to paying off debt. Still live your life while paying off debt, which I don't necessarily fully disagree with, but I don't really agree with fully with what she said. I don't. I'll be honest with you guys. She said she's visiting coffee shops, donating to causes, that for sure I wouldn't do. I'm not against, charity, donating, helping those less fortunate, no doubt. I'm not against that. Obviously, I'm for that, but you got to help yourself first. You have to pay off your own debts. You got to get financially, in a good position yourself first. Then you can start helping others. It's kind of like the airplane analogy. When the masks come down, you put on your own mask first, then you help other people. It's the same thing here. So, when it comes to paying off debt, yes, I think it's good sometimes to reward yourself, go out to a restaurant, do little things, enjoy life a little bit. But I think you should go balls to the wall on your debt, go crazy, pay it all off. While having still some fun. Then after that, you can donate, travel a lot more, eat out a lot more. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And oh, by the way, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already here on the YouTube channel.
Everybody is in debt. And before you say that you're not in debt, I don't mean everybody, but I feel like there's this comparison game of like, how are these people affording to do these things? How are they affording to shop all the time? How are they affording to go on vacations and have these huge houses and these nice cars? It's because they're in debt, okay? Because the only debt my husband and I have is our house and our student loans, and we live like super frugally on a budget. And then I see people who have probably the same debt who live like very lavishly, and you know, it's not like comparison is the thief of joy, but we all have to remember that like a lot of these people that are living these lives are in debt. So stop comparing yourself when you have less debt or no debt to someone who is in debt to live the way that they are. Like, just the moral of the story is to stop comparing yourself.
Yeah, she's right. You know, you'll see a bunch of people on social media, you know, your friends, maybe your family. You see them spending all this money, going out all the time, going on vacations all the time, and you may think you're crazy. You're like, what am I doing wrong? You know, why am I not doing this? Well, it's because I'm not going into debt to do all this, right? The reality is, people in America, around the world, they fake it till they make it. You know, they keep up with the Joneses. They're putting a bunch of money, trips, expenses on credit cards just so they can live in the moment, right? And that makes people that aren't doing that feel like they're falling behind. Maybe they're not making as much money. But the reality is, guys, people that are living on credit cards, it's all a facade. It's all a bunch of BS, right, guys? Let me know your thoughts. So yeah, guys, overall, the moral of the story is, the moral of this video is, a lot of people are still and will continue to be for a long time, unfortunately, that's the reality, in crippling debt, from, you know, high interest credit cards to personal loans, car debt, student loans on a degree that you probably shouldn't have got anyway. You know, there's so many traps that people are falling into, and well, again, the reality is most people will be in a bunch of debt for a long time, right? That's the reality of the matter. So guys, get rid of your debt, pay off high interest debt as fast as you can, credit cards, student loans, personal loans, get rid of them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, do not forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.